I can just move the bricks around. Okay. I do have to warn you, if anybody has a weak stomach, you probably want to go walk away now. So on 4/26, and this is that Fallcraft hive that was eventually became a laying worker hive that was merged. A week or so after I got, I think it was the next week, I think I have a video. Is that a video, Mark? Yeah. And this was just a text I sent to Yasmin. So I didn't know at that point if that swarm was like, screw you putting us in this little nuke. We're going over to that box because that's a lot bigger. So I opened it up that day, and what I found was a full colony. I found a queen. I found like 5 frames of top box had a little bit, the middle box had a little bit, and the bottom box was full of bees with a queen. I'm like, that's the easiest swarm I've ever caught. That's cool. But after that, when I went to the nuke, there was no queen. So I honestly, at that point, don't know where that queen came from. I took that hive and I reduced it to a 10-frame box. I left a stack of 2 on top of it so that those bees could come back and identify where they were, since they were so new to that box. All right, so you can go on to the next one. And this is just kind of, all right. So once I noticed that there was a queen, but nothing was being laid, I added brood. Yasmin's like, you might want to feed them because technically they're like a swarm. So we added honey. 5/13, I looked in the hive, and then I found no queen. Oh, I couldn't find her on 5/6. Couldn't find her on 5/13. Couldn't find her on 5/19. And I noticed I was starting to get small hive beetles. Yasmin said she remembers me pulling out the bottom board and torching them and getting rid of them. I didn't go in again until, no, 5/31, I put notes to self. Do I need to reduce this to a note? But I never did. So when did we go in? It was like, we did go in 5/31. Oh, and I was like, let's reduce this to a nuke. By that time, they'd absconded, and then this is what we found. I think these are videos, Marks. Yeah. No, I do not use this pan to cook with.
Good protein.
I'm going to say that this is nothing. I don't even know what to do with them now. I don't want them in my yard. I don't want them going anywhere. I don't want nobody to get the barbecue. So I just want them dead. And that one might be a video too, and that's just them squirming around. All right, so we can go to the next one. That's where it gets really good. It is breezy. All right, this is my bottom board, and this is a video. So it's just, oh, and it gets better. At this point, so I was going to just torch them on my pan until I saw the bottom board. And then you can go to the next frame. I mean, I realized I might not have enough propane to get rid of all of these. So I said, let me light the fire pit. I lit the fire pit. Now, there's no volume, right? I took the volume off because there's nothing but Yasmin going, what the bleep? Oh my bleep! What the bleep? What the bleeping bleep? And I'm like, I cannot play the volume, but this is really entertaining. So we put him in the fire. We went back. We cleaned out the hive. It took us a while. We came back an hour later. I put the tongs in there. I said, let me just make sure they're dead. And that's what I found. That's how close I couldn't even hold the camera there. It was so hot to my hand. It was burning my hand, but yet there they are surviving. And then just watch this. They're just like bubbling out of the dirt. This doesn't even do it justice. I mean, you should see that when it's not a white. It was crazy. Anyway, and now everybody go have a snack. So yeah, so when George says size matters, reduce your box, he's not kidding. And make sure you have a queen.